seen the World Cup qualifiers for the South American
Well,
that is happening. I mean, there's one game already happened, and there's another game. I think match day 8 is coming up in a couple days.
I only watched the Brazil match highlights.
Okay.
Um, so
So yeah, why not we start there? I mean, Brazil. It looked like they missed Coutinho. I mean,
yeah,
Coutinho is more important figure for Brazil than I would say his club side right now, Barcelona. Uh,
yeah,
it seems like Barcelona doesn't even miss him because he's missing for entire season.
season, yeah,
But Coutinho is important for creativity for Brazilian midfield. Brazil always has Casemiro on the deeper side. Uh, it was interesting pair of Marquinhos and Eder Militao of Real Madrid. On the wing back, you have Danilo and Alexandro, both from Juventus.
Alexandro, yeah.
Casemiro as a deep lying midfielder, while Fred was slotted in to do some passing. Tite always had one guy who could block, that's Casemiro, one guy who could run. That was always not always the same thing. I mean, it was more of a Paulinho time, who was box to box, and then Rene Agosto before
Yeah.
that. Uh, they had Fred for similar sort of role. Fred didn't really impress much. There was Lucas Paqueta for creative role. Paqueta, I don't know with him. I mean, when he was playing for Brazilian local league, he was fairly good because of the standard of the South American local league and even for Copa Libertadores. But he was not getting his foot on AC Milan side and gone into the French league, and he can be interesting in 90 minutes. Like there could be one or two moments where you can see, he's brilliant, but overall he's very disappointing. So that's what bothering Brazil was Neymar going down a lot more to get the ball forward. And what was interesting, I don't know if it's because of the jet lag or something. Gabriel Jesus and Robert Firmino. Robert Firmino was not in the number 9. It was Gabi Barbosa of ex Inter man, and he had some success with Fluminense as well as Flamengo, I believe. Um, so Barbosa was chosen, but Barbosa wasn't really getting much service. And problem with Neymar dropping in, he tries to actually dribble past 10 player, which doesn't happen.
Well, that's the thing about this is the only problem about Brazilian team. Like we have been seeing it for a while. They have this inconsistency in the midfield. So yeah, Coutinho, yeah, they missed actually Coutinho and players like Neymar, or if they played with Gabriel Jesus or like some other guy, they always uh, they always depend on player like Coutinho to do these things. Like Neymar dropping in, it sometimes happens in football. Like if you yeah, if you are not getting the ball enough, you would try to do something different than your nature. So yeah, it happens with also like the big players. But the
And
thing is that
obviously, we have
this
to remember in Europe, the football is a little different. It's more fluid, it's more flowing. In South
yeah,
America, there's more kind of break, like there's more physical element of the game, and there's more tackles, more referees are kind of lenient. Although that referee was kind of, I can't really blame him for giving fouls, but he was more consistent than I've seen for the other games. And obviously, I do look at sometimes Copa Libertadores. So the standard of the when we're saying it's the same game, but it's a little more physical in South America.
Yeah, I would say like it's because of players' fitness, and also like there is also because of the technical issues. Like
Yeah,
like when teams run out of technical changes or technical solutions, they actually always try to go to do it physically.
yeah,
So that's the thing. Like there is not like there are interesting coaches like in coaching right now, but I really haven't seen like anything like new coming up or like to solve these problems. Like they could have actually like make a shift in the midfield or in the formation. Like we are talking about Brazil, like to probably get an extra player in the midfield to cover it up so that Neymar can make be in front or like in
yeah.
the
The
final
goal
third or
came in
stuff like
from
this.
kind of a scrappy sort of
Yeah,
movement, and the
exactly.
Richarlison got the first goal, and the second goal was kind of a it looked like 50-50. Gabriel Jesus came in, and then obviously
Yeah,
it's all fair to give that penalty. But the first Neymar took a horrible penalty, which saved by the keeper, but he was off the line, so it has to be retaken. And again, Neymar scored. But although we're talking about Brazilian side that win 5 games and is on sitting on the top of the table, but it's not that impressive Brazil side, but they're just winning it.
yeah. Because right now no teams have these how can I say players or like some teams are going through a shift or some going through
Yeah,
some problems um, in their domestic leagues
yeah,
because of corona. Like the South Americans have
yeah.
suffered a lot.
It suffered a
um,
lot. Yes.
so even like some players, I read about it, like they actually cut off their salaries so that they can actually like the clubs can actually afford the management for
Yeah.
the field or stuff like
Yeah,
this.
that
Like
is true for
it's like
Santos and Flamengo, and even for River Plate, were
yeah,
bigger clubs
yeah,
in South America, right? Um, Coming back to that Brazilian game again, it was crappy at the time, but I thought Ecuador, who came from a surprise 4-0 win, long time, 7 months back, against Uruguay. It's not easy to score 4 goals versus Uruguay. Actually, 4-1. I shouldn't say 4
yeah,
nil. Suarez scored that penalty, I remember. But under this, nobody expected anything under Alfaro Gustavo, who was an ex Boca manager. He
yeah,
somehow took this Ecuador under 19 team was very I think that they're the Subamericana champions, and they've taken
yeah.
this
So,
this young squad, and the keeper is a valid Sarsfield goalkeeper. He's a very talented guy, but I would be very disappointed with the first goal of Richarlison. He has taken this team at this 4-4-2. I thought he could have played for a win. He was actually playing for draw, and that probably fired back. Uh, I think the first goal was scored around 72, 73rd or 74th minute.
yeah. Actually, that's the thing about playing against Brazil in South American
Yeah, they,
situation or some
they
South
go
American
for draw
tournament.
rather than
Yeah,
winning
like
it.
they always go for draw or like for example, only Chile or big team like other big team Argentina they actually play
Yeah,
for the win.
yeah.
But other
Most
than
of the
that,
time.
like every most of the time, like or Uruguay sometimes does that. Even Uruguay not like they were never attacking side. Like but still they try to sneak in or something like
They
this.
try to
But
sneak in. Yeah, they definitely. Uruguay is always attacking you if there is 85 minutes 0-0. Uruguay
yeah,
definitely gonna attack you. But
yeah,
to take the game especially under Tabarez, that never happens.
no.
Um,
So like the thing is that they never played like a attacking game against Brazil. So like that's the thing about like being a Brazilian manager. You know that like the your opponent will be in their back foot,
And
so
also,
you can like play
just
very
to
easily.
interrupt, it's a funny thing about. I was going to talk about Casemiro.
Um,
Somehow in Europe he gets away with any kind of red card. Somehow in South America he gets away without red card. There was a challenge on the game. I think it was the first half. There was a break for one of the Ecuadorian player. I believe it was Mena, and
mm,
he knocked him up with the elbow, and there was nothing, not even from VAR. It could have been easily red card for any other guy, but it was Casemiro though, so he got away with it. But he has those tricks of putting the fouls or putting the breaks in tactical position. He has that tactical sensibility to break the game, so the players or his teammates gets into the position to defend. Um, but yeah, anyway, I'll come back to Brazilian side a little later because there's a lot of things going on the background right now.